Hello everyone, welcome back to Reptiles and Resin. So I have 4 ounces of my regular epoxy resin mixed up, the Tea Expert. I added a little bit of the homemade shimmer that I made to this already, and I have not put it through the vacuum chamber, and there is something stuck in there. A piece of glitter or something. Yes, a piece of glitter. A piece of glitter. I think that's the, oh no, is that one too? Yeah, never mind. There's 2 pieces of glitter in here. But I'm gonna use alcohol inks today, and like I said, I've already got some shimmer in here. Get off of there. So I picked out 2 Let's Resin alcohol inks, a blue and turquoise, for our turtle coaster mold. And like I said, I added some of this. Don't know, I think I'm gonna add actually I'm gonna just squirt in this cup here on both of them, and see, I don't know if y'all can see the shimmer of how that looks. But yeah, that's how it looks. Maybe if I had something black. I don't have anything black. Oh, yes I do. I use this. See the shimmer in the bottom of the cup? That's the homemade alcohol ink. So yeah, that's what I put in there. So, I'd already squirted a little bit in here, but I want to just put 2 and 2. I've already mixed it. So I'm just going to divide this now, and then we're going to add our alcohol inks. And we're going to try, I'm pretty sure I mixed up enough to make Mr. Turtle over here too. Finish Mr. Turtle off. Alright, so I'm just going to divide and conquer here. Divide and conquer. And I haven't put it through the vacuum chamber yet because, well, I wanted to get my alcohol inks mixed in. But I want to go on and divide it first. I started just to do 1 color alcohol ink, but I was like, no, I think I'm gonna do 2 instead of 3 or 4 this time. I just want to do a bluish turtle. Alright, so we're gonna put him over here to clean up. Spray him with a little bit of alcohol there. So now, let me move this mold out the way. We're going to get these mixed up. Make sure you shake your alcohol inks really good. This is the turquoise. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to start with 4. We don't know how many we're going to end up with, but we're going to start with 4. And this is why I haven't put it through the vacuum chamber yet, because I would just be introducing more bubbles. So we got that iridescent shimmer in there, and we got our alcohol ink. That was 4. I think I'm going to do 2 more drops, and that's it. 4, 5, 6. I think we're going to do 6 drops in here on this one. And that's the turquoise. And they're gonna kind of blend together on their own, so. But yeah, we're gonna kind of just let them blend there. All right, now that one's ready, and I'm gonna use the same stick. That's the turquoise, so this one's just the blue, the regular blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put 6 in here. And like I said, where they blend together, they're going to make a darker turquoise, most likely. So, I think I'm going to make this 6, 7, 8. Oh, I picked up the wrong one. Well, apparently we're going to have a turquoise blue here. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I done put drops of turquoise in here. Oh boy. Well, well, it turned out really pretty, because that's really, really pretty. Not what I wanted, but still very pretty color. Sometimes mistakes happen for a reason. Yep. I think I'm going to put some more blue, and it is blue. Make sure I get the blue. Put a few more, well, a little squirt of blue in there. Sometimes mistakes happen for a reason. It might be a happy coincidence there. Alright, so I'm going to go get these in the vacuum chamber. And as soon as I get this out, we will be right back and we can pour our turtle and this little bad boy here that's already got the shimmer from our cat and our witch yesterday. So I'll be right back. Alrighty everyone, we have our resin out of the vacuum chamber, and let's pull out our beautiful intoresin mold. What is that on there? Is that a piece of silicone? Yeah. Okay. That needed to come off. And now I got, okay, there we go. It should be clean. Yeah. Okay, so we have our turtle. He has diamond eyes. Okay, so basically we just have our, yeah, we're just gonna pour. We're just gonna pour. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna pour. Oh, and there is another piece of glitter in there. I swear, they just go flying everywhere. Now, see these little bubbles? There is some bubbles that get attached to this mold. And that's why I use this little silicone. Don't use anything but a silicone tool. Don't use toothpicks or anything. And I just kind of pick them up from here, because I don't want them showing. But yeah, they do attach to these like diamond squares in the middle for some reason. And you can't spray it with alcohol, so that other than that, you're just going to mess up your mold if you do. And these molds aren't cheap, but very well worth it if you're looking for that kind of mold anyway. Because when I saw this one, I fell in love. Because it's so pretty. Come on up, Mr. Bubble. Alright, there's one right there. I'm going to get a little bit more of this over in this side here, yeah. He's going to be a little two-toned. I'm going to kind of swishy this around, because there is some bubbles that attach to the side. See them coming all up? So they will come up. Just kind of swish around it here. Just a wee bit. Just to knock them loose. Now, most of them will come up on their own. But just to help them along, I'm going to just take my silicone tool and go around him. And honestly, you probably would never see the bubbles to begin with, because of all the crystals in here. Alright, so once they have popped up, then you can spray it with some alcohol. Let me get a paper towel. Then, see, now we can just hit him with some alcohol, because we're not hitting the inside. It'll go on the outside, but it's not hitting the inside and ruining our mold. We still have a few, still see some in the little corners. And oh, and there is another piece of glitter. Did I get him? Yeah, I got him. Boy, I tell you, the glitter is just hitching rides today. They are hitching rides. Alright, let me see if I can get just a little bit more in here on this side and maybe this side. There we go. Alright, so see, that is nice and full. I just need these little stinking bubbles to come up. Yep. Come on. Alrighty. So, what I did was, I think I'm going to pour the green in Mr. Turtle here. I did pull out the baby oxalotl mold. So I figured he is too cute for words. I am going to, oh, I poured too much in here. I always forget you don't, there's a bubble. You can see the bubble in this. Because you'll see it right there in the head. Yep. Thank goodness. And then he's got this little tail back here that sometimes will get a bubble trapped as well. Okay. Alright, so we got him. And I figured I would pour my little baby oxalotl mold in just a clear. And hopefully we get no bubbles on these antennae. I am going to try to work on, not antenna, but his little gills. I call them feathers. And they're really little in this mold. So I'm going to actually try to work on them with a little dotting tool here. And kind of poke it in here. Because, well, I don't want a bubble. And this oxalotl mold is really little compared to our big one from Let's Resin. I like both of them. So you could have a baby oxalotl and a big daddy oxalotl, which we will be making together soon. Yeah, because them oxalotls are just adorable. Alright, I think I have worked his antenna enough. Ooh, we still got some of this. Maybe we'll make him a little two-tone there and see how he come out. I'll just start this green one at the tail and let it run. Yeah, since we got so much left over. Which I figured that because I made up, oh, am I getting my hand in that? Let me move it. I made up 4 ounces. I think he only took 3. So yeah, we're going to have a little clear oxalotl here. Blue and green. Alright, now we just need it to go into his little footsies there. So he's going to be a little translucent because there's not a lot of, you know, his legs aren't that, let's see, how can we say that deep? So, yeah, his little legs are going to be a little transparent. He's going to be a little baby transparent oxalotl. I'll mix that in a little bit there. And this is still got bubbles coming up from this middle. I don't want to spray that oxalotl because he's already overrunning his boundaries here. Already. So we probably got about a ½ ounce left of resin. I probably could pour just a tad bit more into this. A tad bit more because it's starting to, yeah, there we go. And it will shrink some. So, I don't know if we're going to get this two-tone effect in here, but I was hoping we would. I do see some of the difference. What is this? Is that a bubble or? Or is that just the mold because it's not moving? That must just be the shadow of the mold because I can't get it to move. Yeah, it must be. Because it casts as a shadow, like I see a shadow. Yeah, I think that's just the shadow. Okay. Chasing shadows. Alright, so basically we have our green turtle. I will spray him a tad there. A little bit more on that. So I need to find something. Well, something that I can just pour this little bit in. I guess we can do a little snail here. I gotta get some of this antenna first. It's starting to cure up on me here. And we'll probably have to finish him off on the next run. But I do want to get this cleared down in his antenna. Other than that, we will be up the creek without an antenna. And I really squeezed the bejesus out of these antennae, let me tell you. Because I do not want any bubbles. And make sure, so I try to work on these antennae first. And it's going to sit in his head, that is. So, yeah, I need a spatula. I'm going to go on and get this in here now. So I'm going to pour the rest of it in our little snaily whaley here. And we'll finish him off on our next pour. I don't know what I'm making tomorrow, but we'll be making something. I haven't got that far ahead. Oh, goodness, this is... Sometimes it be a spur of the moment. Sometimes I be having it planned. But tomorrow is going to be one of those spur of the moment events. Sometimes it's planned. Sometimes it's not. Alright, so now we're just going to throw this little bit of green in here. It's not a lot of green left. And we might, I'm going to just keep that to one side. Maybe we'll see some kind of color change from it. Or color difference, but we may not. But who knows? We might, because resin does what resin wants to do. Sometimes it blends. Sometimes it stays separate. And this is kind of getting thick, so it probably would not blend as much as, say, I wanted it to blend. It wouldn't blend. Now, if I don't want it to blend, it's going to blend all over the place. But with it being kind of thicker now, it most likely is not going to blend as much. And see, my antenna is good because it's in the head. I am going to get a little alcohol on him, and that should be good for those. But yeah, love this mold. Something in here, whatever it is. You don't never see it, but I always cover them up so nothing will fly in them. So I do have a cover, the cover that came with the heat mat, which I think last time I checked was sold out, which is a bummer, but they do make a smaller one. But I love this heat mat. This heat mat works really good. But even if you're not using it, you can still use the cover just to keep your dust out. Okay, let me see how the bubbles look on there. You know what? I'm going to give him one more shot of spray. Because I see a few bubbles clinging to the side there. And we'll finish him off. This one's running over a little bit there. Alright, you guys. So, the only thing we have to do now is wait for the demold. Except for Mr. Snaily. He will be having the demold tomorrow. On whatever our next project is what he will be getting. So, throwaway cups. Awesome. I still have to clean this one out though. So, yeah. Is that still resin in there? Or is that alcohol? I think that's resin. Well, I'm going to I think it's resin and alcohol. I'm going to drip it in there. Alright, you guys. I will see y'all not tomorrow. In about 3 hours because I'm going to let it sit. But I am going to turn on this heat mat, but I'm going to cover it first. So that way, that way I don't have to wait so long for it to cure. So I will be turning on the heat mat. And for something that these kind of small, I turn it on number 1. That's not that hot. because this heat mat has 3 settings. So I usually, for something shallow like this, I turn it on the first setting. That way it doesn't get overheated and cure super fast, because you don't want it to cure too fast. And I think we are going to get some color change on that. From the side here, I can tell the difference. So that's awesome. Alright, just get my cup clean. Oh, and I also have to clean everything else. Sometimes I forget. I did clean my paddle already. Woohoo! I got to get some more of these things. These things are awesome. I found those on Temu. I like those. They work really good for getting your bubbles off of things you don't want to scratch. So yeah, you don't want to scratch your molds. Even if it's a cheap mold, you still got to pay for another cheap mold. Did I clean everything? What is this? Oh, it's got resin on it. I guess I better clean these bottles. Sometimes our bottles will get resin on them from us touching on them. Yeah, let me clean them off. And move everything off of your heat mat that does not belong. Because I have melted like mica powder bottles before. I don't know where it is right now, but I have melted one by accidentally leaving it on the mat. See, stuff like this is okay. It's used to the heat. These are, but anything, the mica powder jars and all that, take them off. You don't want to leave them on there. They will melt. And do not leave your resin sitting on there, because it is going to get too hot. Alright, you guys. Yeah. I started using this craft paper only because I'm waiting on another mat to come in. While I was cleaning that other Let's Resin mat, it literally ripped on me. So, yeah, that was a no-go. Where did that come from? So I ordered another mat, but I actually ordered it in brown because I'm actually liking the brown background on the videos, because the black sometimes is just too dark and a bright color is too bright. So I'm trying to just stay neutral in the covering. So yeah, it's supposed to come today. We will see if it does or not. You know how Amazon does. Okay, do I have all my bubbles out? I don't see any more bubbles on the bottom, so we should be good. Okay, I'm gonna go on and turn on my heat mat to the first setting. Turn it on. See, it has 3 settings. I know you can't see it, but the highest is 158 Fahrenheit. The middle is 140 degrees Fahrenheit, and the lowest one is 122 degrees Fahrenheit. And it has a timer. Let's see, how far does this timer go up to? I've never even went all the way. Okay, so oh wow. I've never went up all the way. It goes up to 9 hours on the heat mat. Now how do okay, it's got a down button. I don't think I need it curing for 9 hours. I'm going to put it on 1 hour. That's all it should need. If not, I can come back and turn it on. And let me take off my gloves because I don't want to get resin on my little tent. It's a little tent that came with it. Oh, if I can get the tent. I have it folded down. And I just put my little cover on it. I'm going to have to move y'all out the way for a second, and then I will bring y'all back because that tent is high. Like high up. So now, see, we just got our little tent on. Alrighty, everyone. Y'all know what time it is. Oh, there was a rock stuck up under there. I'm going to stick that rock right in there. It is unmolding time. And I love this mold. It is so pretty. We're going to start with the little turtle. Come on, get your little noggin out of here. Oh, he is so cute. Which he's always so cute. But look at that little homemade alcohol ink in his shell. Oh, I hope y'all can see that. Little birdie. I love the intoresin molds. I absolutely love them. Alright, we're going to have to wait on him because he's got to be filled up on our next project. Here go our little axolotl. And he's a matte mold, but you know what we're going to do, right? We're going to shine this pretty boy up. Oh, that... Okay, so yeah, he is blue and green. And boy, does he have a good little bit of overage there. But it's the kind you just peel off here. So yeah, at the end, we're going to shine this pretty little axolotl up. He gonna look pretty and shiny instead of pretty and matte. And he's got that glitter throughout him too. Like I said, this just got little overage on it. Stuff you can knock off with your fingernail. Oh, there's a little bit around his neck there. This is why I can never keep my fingernails. Because I'm always picking at resin. Oh, goodness. Where's my little knife? Because I don't need a sander for this little bit of stuff here. Just a wee bit. Okay, what else? There we go. Okay, did I miss anything? I don't think I did. Whew, I'm still thinking about that beautiful cat yesterday. I liked that kitty cat. He was so pretty. So pretty. Alright, okay, you don't want to come off for some reason. There we go, buddy. Yeah, so this is a matte mold. It came from Temu. So we are going to give him a shine up once we're done here. Because I'm going to mix up that 1 hour resin. And we're just going to give him a little shine. That's all. Alright, for the piece de resistance. Well, I was going to say, I hope that ain't a glitter in there. Listen to the crunch. I love that crunch. So satisfying. Oh, it's so beautiful. Yes, Lord. Oh, so... Oh, that is sparkly. Lord, have mercy. Whew. Oh, my goodness. I love the way they do their diamond molds. That is so pretty. Gracious, gracious, gracious. I don't know if you can tell, but it is a two-tone. He is two-toned, and it came out absolutely stunning. Yes, it did. Now, it is clear. We didn't do anything on the back, but it is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Love this mold. All I know is as soon as I saw this, I had to have this mold. I'm surprised I haven't done it again before this. Yeah, because I love this mold. Oh, there's a little piece of silicone stuck in there. Yep, and it will come off of your mold. They all do that. Even the ones that I make will do that. Eventually, they'll stop coming off, though. See, there's a little piece right here that needs to be probably plucked off. Yeah, they do that, though. They can't get every little speck off. But, oh my word, look. And it's got the sparkle, the homemade, like, alcohol glitter in it. So pretty. Oh my word. So pretty. It's the only diamond I need. Right here. It's the only diamond I need. I don't even have, I got a little bit of trimming right here, but I'm gonna just take the sander and go around the head. Everything else, well, there's a little piece right there. It's still a little soft. So I'm going to just sit him right here on a flat surface, and I will let him finish curing before I do all that. Okay, so I'm going to, matter of fact, I'm going to go on and just put my mold up because I do not want anything on this bad boy. So I even kept the little papers they sent with it, and I just keep it over it like that and on the bottom here, and put him straight back in his bag so he does not get any dust or anything on it. I like the bags that they send with you so you can actually keep your molds in. So yeah, I keep mine in these molds, or the molds in the bag. Gracious. So yeah, love that mold. Alright, so for this little cutie patootie, we are going to, I'm going to get another cup out, because we're going to just, I really need a smaller cup, but it should be fine. Oops. Let me get some gloves on, and we're going to mix up a little bit of the resin. I'm waiting on some cups to come in, because I don't like mixing this stuff. Actually, I'm going to try something new with this stuff. This 1 hour fast cure. I'm going to try to use a pipette. Oops, I'm dropping stuff to measure this out, because honestly, I mean, everything, the cups I have right now are like the, they don't have the measurements on them. Oh, that's dirty. I don't know what's in it, but oh my goodness, I don't even have any more of the minis. Well, that sucks. Okay, well, I know I got some coming. So for right now, because I don't want to mix up another ½ ounce, I'm going to use these pipettes. Okay, so I'm going to just do it to that first line, I guess. And get that resin up to that first line. Oh, there we go. Well, it was at that first line until I thinged it. Oh, wait a minute. That's not going to be a... Alright, we're going to start over here. We're going to go to the first line and then to that one. Okay, so I went to that one, because that is not much, and yeah, I don't have a big cup here. Trying to just get it all in there because it does sucked up. So we did this line first, and then we went to that line. And right now I'm just trying to get it all out of here. Because I do want it to set up. And yeah, I just, when the other measuring cups come, they're supposed to come tomorrow. The little medicine cup things. That way I can just pour like a little bit in the cup at a time, and I already know what I'm working with. Okay, was that the one I just used? No, this one was. And it's still got some coming down in it. Alright, so we're going to just go... Oh, this is a totally different pipette. Uh-oh. What about this one? Okay, that's the same one. This one's totally different. Okay. I'm glad I had this one. Okay, so we're going to go to the first one. And I'm going to try not to let go. Well, I'll go to the second one. There we go. Because when you let go, it sucks back in. And that's what I did on the last one. There we go. And then it just sucks right back in. Alright, so now I'll go to that. Where's that first one at? It's right there. Okay. I'll go to that. Oh, there, oh, dang it. We just went past it. Okay. And that should be equal amounts. And then I will get him studied up. I need a small stick though. And I mean, it's very little, but see, I don't like wasting stuff. And I'm not even going to put this through the vacuum chamber, because I don't think you have to when you're just rubbing it on. So, yeah. Actually, I wish I had, you know what, let me put the top on this. I don't think I'm going to use that cup. I think I'm going to just use a, oh my gracious. I think I'm going to just use a silicone cup because they will stick if anything runs up under there. So I'm trying to just get it down here and stir it up. It's a very, very little in here. And just stir it up the best I can. Because it is a very, very, very little in here, but I don't need a lot. And I hate wasting product. So that's why I would rather do little itty bitty small amounts. I mean, he's not even going to take this. And this is probably a half a teaspoon. If that. Alrighty, so that should be mixed up well. And the only thing we're going to do, make sure I get that off of there, is just rub this on him. Make sure we get it on his head. And look at the shine that comes out. Absolutely brilliant. Make sure I get his little, I done got it on the bottom. But with that silicone cup, we should be fine. Because it will at least release off of there. Make sure we get his little arms and legs. And look how beautiful that just shines up. And I can rub some of that extra off of there on my glove. Get his little tail. Put a little bit more. Oh, I should have put him some black eyes on here before I did that. I wasn't thinking there. Yeah, I should have put him some little black eyes. So I'll just wipe some of that extra off of him there. Alrighty, so see, now we have a shiny axolotl. Yes, we do. And he has his feathers. He had his feathers. Make sure I get around his mouth good there. And his little leggies. Try to get some of that extra off. Okie dokie, Smokey. Think you're looking good, axolotl. You're looking cute, axolotl. You're looking cutesy. See, I know, girl. I'm a cute little axolotl. I love the way the color is. He's dark in the head and it goes lighter. That turned out really cute. I figured the legs would be kind of very translucent there. But that's okay. Oh. Okay, he's become a mess here. Like I said, I'll just have to clean him up a little bit if he becomes a mess on the bottom there. It's a messy job, but someone has to do it. At least I got his little gills. Shoot. But now we have a shiny axolotl. And there's really nothing left, so I could throw that away. Let me throw these pipets away too. Never thought I would be going through these pipets, but now I've been using them. Oh, is that a bubble? Yep, there was a bubble stuck on his little leg. And there was a piece of glitter on there. Boy, I tell you. The glitter goes everywhere. Get a little bit more on his tail there. And I think he is good. Like I said, if anything sticks, I can just trim that up from the bottom. But he is good to go now. And he's going to look just like this. I'll hold the cup up for y'all. See how shiny he is now? So he's going to be dry within an hour. I know because the kitty cat was. So he will be completely dry. You can touch him in an hour. And he will be good to go. And he be all pretty and shiny. And he will level himself out, thank goodness. So yeah, awesome sauce. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video, because this was some beautiful, beautiful little creatures here. We didn't get to unmold our snail, but we will the next pour, because we'll finish filling him up with whatever color we end up using. The snail always turns out. The snail is a favorite, because you can throw anything in Mr. Snail and he looks good. I have noticed that. Anything you put in Mr. Snail, he looks awesome. So, yeah. Let me get a little bit on this little ridge there. He looks like it was a little dry. Maybe I missed it. My fingers are a little chunky there. Okay, I did get up under there, yeah. So, alright, you guys. I appreciate y'all watching today. I will try to remember to link everything we used in the description. If I forget something, please let me know. I'll be happy to get it for you. That is no problem at all. Into Resin, I have a 20% discount. I think it's just Sheila Fraser. I could be wrong, but I think that's it. But it is also in the description, and it's in the description every day that I post something. So yeah, it's in the description. Let me take all, oh wait a minute, do I need to clean? No, I don't need to clean anything. This can just stay just like this, because that'll just give that a clear coat on there, and you won't have to worry about anything seeping through. So you just leave the clear resin on your stick, and it will seal that stick, and no alcohol, ink, or anything will go through that. I'm going to actually put him on top of the snail, and that will be sealed actually. Yeah, and you won't have to worry about anything going through it. So yeah, you can also seal your wooden sticks to where nothing will go through them. And that's probably about the best thing to do, is seal those sticks. So yeah, like actually I can just take one of these new sticks right here. Since we got a little bit left. Well, actually we don't have a little bit left. So, yeah, it's probably enough to seal half of this stick. You can just rub it on there. I prefer using a clear, but you can use a colored one too, because it's all going to dry. And my cup's done busted out the bottom. That's why I don't like using those. So, yeah, just seal it up. And then whenever you stir your alcohol, ink, or anything, or it won't add bubbles. Because sticks will add bubbles to your resin, because wood is porous. But if you seal them, you will not have to worry about it. Got a little bit on there. It's not a lot. It probably would need some more on here. And just let it cure. I put that over the oxalotl and just let it cure. And see, we didn't waste anything on that little bit. But yeah, I like to get those little 1 ounce measuring cups. That way I can toss them. I think they come like an 100 pack for like $5.99 or something like that. And they come in handy for when you want to mix up just a itty bitty bit. I know they hold 1 ounce, but you can make 1/4 ounce. I think you could even make 5 milliliters, because I think it has on there 2.5 milliliters up to 5. So yeah, you can make little itty bitty small amounts for something like this. But yeah, he is so shiny. I just wish I would have remembered to put the little black dots on his eyes, but then we would have had to wait for him to dry, so I can do that afterwards. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I will see y'all on the next one. Everyone have a very blessed day. Yeah. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.